Well, hello everyone. Welcome to our podcast, the Let's Get Loud podcast with your hosts, Jay and A.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Woo. Woo. Okay, so this podcast is going to be out end of July.
Oof.
We're just about to hit August here, which is we're actually recording quite early, so we don't even want to think about that.
We don't. But it's a good thing we're recording early because, like, I'm looking at all the fun that's coming up in my life.
Yeah, so much fun. I love
All
it.
the fun.
Oh, good. Okay, speaking of fun. So I haven't spoken to Alicia since we're back from going to Boston to go see Ed Sheeran. And I just wanted to go through that moment with all of you.
Okay, first of all, you didn't even tell me that John Mayer was opening.
I did not know before that day.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Never looked into who was opening. And then it wasn't supposed to be John Mayer. John Mayer was opening in Toronto. And everyone's like, oh my God, John Mayer opened in Toronto. I'm like, fuck, that would be ridiculously insane. But didn't even look because I don't think that's announced like right early. Like, I don't think if you're going, let's say in October to see Ed Sheeran, you would know who's opening. I think like the week before he like announces it.
Well, it depends because some bands, like I wouldn't have expected John Mayer to open for Ed Sheeran because he's such a big person on his own.
I know.
But often it depends. They go on tour together. It's like, you know what I mean? It's often when they go on tour,
Right.
It's like the opening act is the same everywhere.
Oh, I feel like that model has like changed because it's like depending on where they are, like even Shania Twain, the girl that opened in Moncton is not the same girl that opened, you know what I mean? They like take like someone that's close to that area and then like they opened. So Khalid was supposed to open for him.
Okay.
And which he has good songs. But then he was in an accident.
Oh my goodness.
And John Mayer is also touring right now, like also has his own concerts happening. And he was like on his way to his own concert, but didn't have anything Friday night. So he covered for Khalid on Friday, and Saturday, Little Big Town was covering for him, for Khalid. So like John Mayer, because there were 2 nights, right, for Ed Sheeran, Friday and Saturday night, like 2 nights at the Gillette Stadium. Isn't that insane? Okay, he was so cute, though. Like he literally was singing and smiling at the same time. His beautiful face on the screen. And I'm like, look at him smiling. Like I went to go see Justin Bieber, whom I will never forget how much of a bad mood he was in. And then I realized these are human beings that could have had a really bad day, a bad news right before they go. You know what I mean?
I know.
But then so oh my God, I need to talk about also how I cannot handle sports because we went to the baseball game the night before and Jeff is like, stop it. Like the other team would do something really good and I'd be like, and he's like, don't clap. And I'm like, but he just did a home run. Like, yay him. Like that's a really, and he's like,
you are so funny with sports.
I don't know what's wrong with me with sports, but I think some things like I definitely do not see sports the same way the humans see sports. So anyways, his beautiful smiling face, like Jeff is like, he better fucking smile. The money he's making to be here, that is his job. Like that's his job. Like he needs to fake it. Who cares if he had a bad moment before? And
I'm with
not
Jeff.
like that. See,
I am with Jeff.
Like that. I'm like, that is a human being.
I'm sorry, Jose, very small scale, but when you and I get on fucking stage to do Let's Get Loud, no matter what happens right before, you rally, you bring it, you entertain, you put your shit to the side. These people paid good money to come and see you.
I know. Anyways, his beautiful face, smiling. He's so talented. It's insane. The fact that there was no band and he's alone. And he's creating music with his guitar to create the music of the song. Like he does this, like this is the like the drum. He does that on his guitar and then saves that sound.
Yes.
It's just fucked up. He is so talented.
Yeah.
And he just entertained 70,000 people alone. And then yes, John Mayer was amazing. Although I have to say this, everyone. Okay. So he starts singing. And I look at Jeff and I'm like, what's happening with his mouth? And I'm like, for sure, no one has not made like there needs to be memes about this. He does this thing with his mouth And Jeff's like, this is obviously how he needs to put his mouth for it to sound John Mayer. You know what I mean? Like this is how he sings. But
Okay.
I'd never seen it before. I'd never like probably watched a video. He like sticks out his tongue
Okay.
and it's I can't I'm like I no disrespect. John Mayer is an amazing musician, but it's so different. Like he clearly needs to make his mouth do that for it to do its thing.
Is this his mouth? Is this his mouth? It's really weird.
Yes,
That's a really old photo. So he's been making.
okay. So his facial expressions and his mouth and his tongue
Okay.
was like distracting. But
Okay.
like, yeah, he was so proud to be there. He was like, he's never done a concert at the Gillette Stadium because only really big shots do that. Yep. And they do the really close up and then his tongue would come out.
Okay.
And it was just very interesting. I just like didn't expect it. I was like, what's happening? Like,
Okay.
what's happening with his face?
Okay.
He's very good looking, as you would expect. And
He's like a ladies' man, eh? Like he's got like that reputation.
good for him.
Good for him.
And it's just so like they're just humans that walk. They just walked out, and everyone's like, and they're just like security to make it to the stage because the stage is in the middle.
Yes,
Now,
it's so cool.
it's so cool. Like
How did you get such good seats?
I don't even know. And they were just $100.
I'm like blown away by that.
I know. So basically it's that morning I'm checking and I'm like, Jeff, unless we're being pranked, this is ticketmaster.com, like not even StubHub, not even like it's Ticketmaster. And then it's like 2 seats, fifth row, literally the best seats in the house would have been 5 rows below.
Okay.
So like literally that is the closest you could get with a seat. Other than that, you would be standing. And just like, I'd really love a seat if we're there 3 hours before.
That's a
like,
long time.
Yeah. And he's like, if you can get really good seats. And I was like, well, we're not. But then they were just there, 2 seats right there. I was like, this is, and in the middle, it was just insane. And just $100. I was like, this is crazy. And then though, my brother gets a call from Ticketmaster to say, hey, change in opening act. It's not Khalid, it's John Mayer. So my brother calls me and he's like, I don't know why I'm getting this call. Did you pay with my Amex? Because his Amex is on my Ticketmaster account for Shania Twain. So I'm like, no, I paid with my credit card. And I check, like, then I'm checking and I'm like, yeah, paid with my credit card. But because his Amex is probably connected to me, I'm like, special. If you have an Amex with Ticketmaster, you're very special. And I truly believe that's why I got those tickets.
Okay.
I truly believe that's why I got them.
Okay. I mean, the lesson here is just get your brother to buy your tickets.
Well, now it's connected to my ticket. Like it wasn't even, I didn't even use his card. I think just because I have an Amex in my Ticketmaster account, that is why, because Jeff was like, I looked and there was there's like none of that. Like you needed to be like in the corners.
Yeah.
But the tickets were not expensive. Like 119, 99 on the floor. And you could go on the floor without a floor ticket. They were not checking tickets to go on the floor. If you want to go fucking stand, they could not care less. Like they were not checking anyone. Everyone's just walking on the floor. And obviously if they're like, if you're going to go on the floor and you paid more, who cares?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? In my mind, I wanted to like scream, you know how I am. I get all like, oh, there's a better option, everyone. I wanted to tell everyone in the far, like you could be very far for $39. Even that is shocking to me. $39 to just be there.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could just walk down and go on the floor. And they were so far, like literally like the farthest you could be, like a kilometer away. It was like insane. I'm like, oh, those poor people, they don't know they can walk on the floor and no one's checking tickets right now. I wanted to go tell them.
But if everyone does that, then they ruin it for everyone.
Exactly. You're right. So c'est ça que c'était. Just an amazing show, best concert ever that I've ever been to. And the setup, what the fuck? That's when I'm like, how many people are working on this? That's when like the business person in me is like, this is costing a lot of money.
Yeah.
This is like, and Jeff is like, then they have to pack this. He's like, they probably have 2 sets. There's no way they're flying the set. They probably, well, they're not like, like he's like, they're not bringing the set every time. Like there must be one where they can't make it. He has a show tomorrow and friggin' whatever. They're not flying this with him. He's like, he probably has like a different set. Like, wow. And how many humans to put this together and how, and who thought of this? Who is the designer?
There's a designer.
Oh yeah, there are multiple designers actually.
But he put on a good show.
Alicia.
So talented. Have you watched his documentary?
I have.
Okay, we just love him.
We just love him very much. I watched it, what happened, watched his documentary, but basically looked after where he was, and I saw Boston during our anniversary, and I just went for it.
Alfie loves Ed Sheeran, and I heard him say to his friends, he's like, what's your favorite singer? And I'm like, kind of like listening, and the kid was like, oh, I don't really have one. And Alfie's like, I really love Ed Sheeran. That's mine and my mom's favorite.
Oh.
He like holds my hand when the song is playing.
Yes. The photograph is about you and him.
Such a mama's boy. Oh my God.
He is such a mama's boy. He's been a mama's boy since the beginning though.
Like still holds my hand in public, like turning 11. I'm going for it.
Yes. I was making out with boys at 11.
Yeah. Like.
Were you?
I don't think 11.
Yeah. Grade 6. First kiss.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think I got my period in grade 6. Like, I think I probably kissed a boy in grade 6.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Diaz making out with boys in grade 6.
But anyways, it did look like you guys had an incredible time. I love literally nothing. Okay, this is why I love watching you when you do things like that. I mean, everyone knows, but maybe I really know how happy you are. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I know the little things as well, like that just make you so happy. And I just, your smile is like this, like your face must hurt.
Can't show more teeth. Can't show more teeth. I'm alone.
I just am so happy for you guys when you do that.
Got lost with my little map.
Yes.
So like, I'm still so sore. My whole lower body hurts still so much. I have to stretch. Like I'm at dollar store and I'm still stretching my fucking calves and everything's hurting. My ass is hurting again.
When was the last time you got a new pair of sneakers?
Actually it's not that long ago, but the thing is not even a year, but wait, I should be getting a new pair either way with my money from the sale. My new brand new pair, I threw out my receipt and within weeks my toe busted the end, and Jeff was like, you need to like stick with it. That's your problem. You threw out
do you know what he like punished you? Do you know where you need to go is the shoe tree?
Yes, I saw your experience.
Okay,
I need to go.
It was incredible. I learned so much about my feet. Like I was wearing the wrong size. Like she explained to me where the width of your foot and she showed me how to tie my shoes for my shoe type. It was like amazing.
Okay, I really saw your experience. I'm like, I need to go there because it's so important to you guys. And I'm so happy you went as well because it's so important for you. Like the amount of walking that you do, you need the best.
And like, I just felt like I had areas that like robbed and blisters I would always get. And I thought, oh, it's just like the way it, and she was like, you don't have to live like this.
Yes. I love this. It's like us when we like, people are like, it's just like that. I'm like, no, you don't have to live like this.
And like the owner is incredible. It's a family owned business. I didn't know that. It was her parents and now it's hers and her kids. And like, she's like a podiatrist. Like she went to school to learn about feet.
Shut up. I friggin' love this for her.
Yeah. Anyways, it was an amazing experience. So you need to go there to get your new shoes.
Okay. And is Neil starting to walk with you? Tell us about this.
I mean, his shoes didn't come in the mail yet. So he hasn't started yet, but the kids are old enough that like we could go, like he could do the first 20 minutes with me.
Yes.
Half an hour. The kids can be alone.
Yeah.
The kids can come. The kids can be alone for half an hour.
Yes, they can. Elfie is 11.
People that are listening, calm down. It's fine.
Yes. Oh my God. Absolutely.
I mean, Alfie's literally 11.
Yeah.
Next year he could babysit apparently.
Yes. And even at 11, like if he has his course, he could babysit still.
Yeah, and I think there's a course, actually, there's a stay-at-home course. I haven't done it yet, but there's a stay-home alone course.
Shut up. I love that course. Can you get it right now?
Basically, I tell them don't walk up or down the stairs and don't eat anything and don't answer the door. Those are the rules.
That's the course.
That's my course.
You should host it. Webinar.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
We're talking about weekends.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, it is pretty perfect. You know what? We have a really fun weekend ahead, you guys. And multiple weekends are fun.
All the fun.
Yeah, all the fun are happening on the weekend. And you know what? This conversation, people will say the weekends are my issue. I actually love when people say that, honestly, because at least they're acknowledging and aware that their weekends are heavy. I
Yeah.
often think that self-awareness is the most sexy thing ever.
When people are having conversations in our DMs and they're just saying like, this is the problem, like this is like, it's so refreshing when people have that level of self-awareness.
Yeah. And I love that they notice, like, because some people are like, no, I don't behave differently on the weekends. I'm like, everyone does. Like, you're not hiding anything. Like, there's no way. If you were behaving the same way on a Monday than you were on a Saturday, we would not be talking. You probably wouldn't be looking to lose weight right now.
And also, like, here's the thing, right? Is people will say, well, I'm not that bad on the weekends. I'll hear that, right? And it's like, who cares about how bad your perception of how you're acting is? Are you getting the results you want?
Oh my God,
Like,
say louder.
because literally it is our perception. Like someone with their drone could watch me on a weekend and someone could be like, oh, she is off the wagon. And
Yeah.
then someone else could be like, oh my gosh, she's on a diet. Literally two different people's perceptions of how I act on the weekend.
Yeah.
So not that bad is our perception of our actions.
Yeah.
Who cares? Are you getting the results that you want? Yes or no?
Yeah. I think that it comes to the point where when you have to look at the results. If you're not getting it, who cares what you think? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it really comes to that. You need to look, after a while, you need to look at the trend, and you need to look at what's happening. And if you're getting the life that you want, and if you're getting, and yeah. Okay. So weekends, what's happening on the weekends, you guys, is the type of lifestyle that we have, the type of food that we typically consume on the weekend is very calorie dense, and it goes up so quickly. And it's the lifestyle mixed with the type of food we're eating. So if it's, you go out on the weekend, or you drink on the weekend, or you host things on the weekend, it's not the hosting, it's not the drinking, it's not the restaurant, it's the what else is happening once you're there. What you're consuming is very calorie dense, and most of the time then we also go high volume. So it's a lot of food, because it's a lot of those events, high calorie dense foods. It just adds up so much, and you're in such a surplus that the deficit that you're going to create during the week might not be enough to be an average of a deficit.
I mean, obviously, guys, we're not going to unpack and fix all of your weekend stuff in a podcast. This is what happens inside our membership. We need to talk about our habits. We need to create self-awareness. We need to do all the things. We need to talk about the budget, like you just said. Like, sometimes what you're not realizing is the amount of surplus that you're creating on the weekend in order to lose weight. On average, to create that average deficit, you would have to consume barely anything Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's not that you're in a surplus on the weekend that's holding you back from your progress. It's the amount of the surplus.
The excess. It's
excess,
so
like
excessive.
Your body is not just like surplus, deficit, check. Your body is literally like plus 300 or plus 3,000 on the weekend. Like, and that there's a big difference.
Like, it's serious. And it's serious. But like, that's when on the weekends, you guys, you really need to stick to, and this is what we teach in our membership, like just little changes, little things that you could be like, I don't need the third cup of tartar sauce right now. Like, there's just like, you know what I mean? Like, or just, I don't need the poutine style, or I don't need extra large of this and this, and then the extra large ice cream. Like, you can really, without changing too much in your life, start consuming less. Can I just have a moment of like, I went to Pure and Simple. I know that you've looked at the menu already, because you went a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I hadn't. So I like looked at it and I was like, wow.
Yeah. How do they even fit that amount of calories in that thing?
The one part that I was like, this is worth a conversation, not the like, this crepe is 1,800. I mean, what are we expecting? There's freaking probably a cup of Nutella in there. And like, like when you put condiments that are so dense in calories, just the whole plate cannot be, less than 1,000. But for me, it was the seasonal fruit bowl.
I actually, I don't understand.
I think they made a mistake.
Or did they like
The
douse it in
fruit
sugar?
bowl was 750 calories. I wonder if it becomes with, and maybe it comes with Nutella.
If you work at Pure and Simple, please send us a message. We need to understand this.
Yeah, because I'm like that, like, are we putting 2-3 bananas in there? Like, we need like really
Even
dense
2 or 3 bananas, like we're at like, I mean,
300, you know?
100, like that's
But
a big ass bowl of fruit.
yeah, like that's a bowl of fruit. So I'm thinking, see, when I was looking at these plates and these amounts of calories, I'm like, what? But then I looked at the description of the plate and then it made sense.
Yes.
Like, oh, there's avocado and then
Cheese.
there's, the potatoes are with that and toast and whatever. I'm like, no wonder it's 1,200 calories, but it just shows almost like the excess that you can have in one, you just ordered one meal, and then you want to add a freaking smoothie to that and then a latte and then like so it really, and again, there's no good or bad whatever, but don't be confused as to why you're not losing weight.
Yeah. And why we're having this conversation is because on the weekends, you guys, we tend to eat out more often, and eating out is just a calorie dense time of day. Not that it's bad, but it's like, okay.
It can be if you don't know about, like, again, like it's like you think it's not that bad, so it comes with the conversation Alicia just had.
Yep.
Actually, it is that bad, like not in that sense, like as in it's a bad choice, but when you say not that bad, you think I didn't eat that many, and yeah, you did. Like if you ended up doing that for breakfast and you're already at 1,500 calories, and then you go out for fried clam and Putin style at supper, and now we're in the 2,000s for sure.
Oh,
Like 2,000 just for that meal, I mean.
absolutely.
We're adding these up and you just ate shit all afternoon and drank?
Yeah.
Guys, we're at 5,000-6,000 calories today.
Easy.
Easy lo.
You guys could easily consume 5,000 to 6,000 calories on a
Friday,
week.
Saturday, Sunday.
Boom.
And then, oh, don't forget, it's the weekend. You don't move your body on the weekend. You know what I mean? That's why during the week you feel like you're starving and you have to do 2 hours of exercise to just end up staying the exact same by the, like, guys, come on, like think about it as like math. If you're spending thousands of dollars, you're going to be spending zero and not being able to do nothing during the week if you just want to be on budget.
Yeah, it's math. It's math.
And there's no way to not eat on a day. Like you cannot be zero. You're going to have to at least eat 2,000 if you want to survive on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's like spending money. There's no way you're spending zero money on a day. Like there's always money being spent. It's just what it is. Your electricity. You can't turn off anything. Like it is what it is. So no matter what, you're going to have to pay money during a day that you're not shopping. You're going to have to eat during a day that it's not the weekend. You're going to have to put calories inside your body. So that's where you really need to tune into little tweaks can really make a difference.
Little tweaks. And another piece of the weekend conversation is also alcohol. Like we tend to drink alcohol on the weekend. And at the end of the day, guys, that's hundreds, thousands of calories that are not even food related. So, we register them differently in our bodies. So that adds to the surplus. But I love what you're saying, like small, like you don't have to wake up tomorrow and it's the weekend and you're like, okay, lettuce, broccoli, runs. Like just look at your current weekend lifestyle and literally say to yourself, how can I still go out for drinks, still go out for breakfast, still do this, but consume less calories?
Yeah. So if I were to like give a tip for weekends, it's massive. It's such a big part. It's 3 days out of the week, you guys. Like it is so important that you acknowledge it. So as in what I'm saying is do not keep fighting it. Weekends are here to stay. I think if I were to do an initial basic tip for weekends, it would be embrace that the weekend is here and really start working on a different approach to the weekend and not just white knuckle it for the rest of your life. Like, guys, really do yourself a favor and unpack what the fuck you're doing on the weekend and how it could really impact. Like if you can change your mindset about weekends and your approach, it really changes your approach on vacation, because we on holidays, like it really it could change your life and your approach to how you're doing those types of days.
I think once you master, or maybe not master, but once you get to a point where you can do weekends, it allows you to do vacation. It allows you to do snow days. It allows you to like those different days. It really creates like some good systems, habits, routines. Systems,
you
habits,
did it.
routines.
You did it. Did you do it last podcast? I don't know. Shit.
No,
Okay.
I'm sad. I'm sad.
Okay. What would be your tip about weekends?
My tip would just be to really get micro. So really like, okay, be like, okay, on Saturday, we always go out to breakfast. Where do we go? Can I look up the information? What could I actually change? Like actually take some time to investigate a little bit with your calorie awareness. Alcohol. Okay, how many calories are even in the drink that I'm drinking right now? And I drink 5 of them. Could I drink 4? Do I like really investigate hard what your normal weekend lifestyle looks like, and then choose like 2 or 3 small changes that don't make you feel if you feel about the change, it's not the right change.
No. Yeah. And you know, I want to say this before we go. One person was like, I know it's my weekends. My weekends, I just like go off the rails, whatever. And then they're like, I think I'm gonna count calories this weekend.
Oh my God, I know.
I'm like, what? No, we do not count calories when we know the issue is that we're eating too many calories. Like, eat less calories. How about you focus your energy on that? You're gonna, first of all, you're gonna lose count. Like, there's no way you're gonna count your calories at Tide and Bore. Like, you don't even know. There's no way. You don't want that life. What you want to do is create a different relationship with weekends, and then start your day and just eat less than you were eating before, one weekend at a time. No.
Need to answer the door. Neil's not here, and I think it's the guy to fix my air conditioning.
Yes. Okay, everyone. Well, we're gonna let you go. Thank you so much for being a part of our podcast today. Remember, if you want to work on your obstacles, it is important that you send us a DM so that we can really, go through that obstacle with you and make sure that you are ready to start your journey with us at Your Right Weight Loss, because we can help you with your obstacles. No obstacles aren't fixable, you guys. Okay. All right. Have a fantastic day. Bye.